for tuning in to another The Little Radio Show Digital Extra episode. Episode 44x provides the outtake from our conversation about Instagram's new logo, which you can find at episode 44. There's a little over 4 minutes of conversation that didn't make it into the weekly radio show due to time constraints. Enjoy.
As others on social and online agreed with me that it was just kind of a bad move.
But we don't like change. We were never going to like the new logo.
No, the thing was,
I don't care how good it was. We were never going to like the new logo.
The thing was,
I saw people were freaking out, and I was just like, I don't get it. Like, what's the big deal?
I didn't freak out.
I think some people were just saying there was no need. Why so immediate? Could you guys not have waited for everything else to change and then implemented like a different? And then they talked about the logo, how unattractive it is to the appealing eye. And I think even somebody went on to say, when you thought Instagram was a groundbreaking new logo, and then I think they brought up a word presentation of like a graphic, and it looked exactly like the Instagram, like the app icon. And we were like, I was like, no joke. Like, it looks like they grabbed it and just kind of put a circle around it to make it look like a camera.
But how good does the logo have to be? Because look at the Snapchat logo. It's just like a little yellow thing with a ghost on it.
I know.
So it's not like
very
aesthetic.
Different.
It's just a little simple thing.
But it's yellow with it looks like a ghost with the black marking around it. But that's Snapchat. That's the way they introduced it. And you look right below it, because I'm looking at yours right now. The Instagram, it doesn't compare. Like, it just doesn't compare. It looks like, for me, it looks amateur.
No,
I'm calling it out, Instagram. It looks amateur, so I don't like it very much.
No, I think it's okay. I don't really dislike it.
You don't care. So you don't count.
But I'd like to go back to something you just mentioned in passing, which was the algorithm. Mm-hmm. The thing is, Instagram is instituting very big changes in the way that they deliver their content. So the logo, I didn't know that it was coming, but we should have assumed it. They did announce that they were changing how they serve out their content from being time-based and algorithm-based. So for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, time-based basically means that they show all of the updates in the chronological order in which they were posted. So if I have 500 friends and 100 of them are online right now on Instagram, those 100 will see my post. Algorithm-based is how Facebook runs. And algorithm-based makes decisions on which of your followers, which of your friends are going to see your content based upon what they like. Have they ever interacted with that content before? It has a very sophisticated software that makes decisions on their behalf about your content. And so
based on your behavior.
Yes, based on your behavior. And it doesn't show people. If I have 100 of my friends on there online right now, maybe 10 of them will actually get served out the message based upon what this computer software believes who is going to be interested in. And that's going to have to change how marketers are approaching Instagram significantly.
Yes. So if you're still not understanding about algorithm and what we're saying is, take a look at Facebook. It's basically what Facebook did a couple of months ago, where the people that you interact with most are the posts that you actually see the most.
But there was some recent conversation that I was listening to in terms of, when it comes to the news that you receive, that a lot of us, there's a sense that sometimes as a society we're kind of all living in little bubbles, like with social media, like we're all living in our own little worlds. Yes. And part of that, it has to do with algorithm and the fact that these social media sites like Facebook are the things that you like, that's what they're showing you. So if you like say all this news about the Democratic Party and that's all you're seeing, so that's all you're consuming. You're not seeing like the rest of it. You're not seeing the rest of it because you're getting your news on social and it's being curated specifically to what you like. So
I agree with that completely. It's one of the reasons why I listen to podcasts, quite honestly, to general topic podcasts to actually provide a wider range of topics. And so, most of us don't watch the news anymore. Who watches the news? Who reads a newspaper? There's some of you out there that do it. More power to you. In my since I don't do media relations on an active basis anymore, I don't read the newspaper every day.
But that's something that you think about it, and you really don't realize how dangerous it can be, because then you're really narrowing down your world view to some degree, and so that's a little dangerous.
I can see how the algorithm can affect the actual population of the world.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that can be a little dangerous, and kind of not being as informed as maybe you should be.
And this sounds like a topic we need to have at another day.
We sure do.
But that's this week's In Case You Missed It. Most new listeners of this show found out about it through a friend or a blog post. If you're someone who has told someone else about the Little Radio Show, thank you so much. Really, it means a lot to us. Keep telling your friends, and if you happen to write something about the show, send us a link or tag us somehow so we can share it. Thank you for joining us for another episode of The Little Radio Show. We invite you to check out our iTunes and our Stitcher channels and leave us a rating or a review. You can find the link to both channels at thelittleradioshow.com.